Okay, guys, looking at question 5 here, example 5, we're looking at shifting any circle. So what we've got is the form of circle. You've got x squared plus y squared equals r squared. But here we've got the x squared and we've got a minus 6x and a y squared and a plus 8y. What we're going to do is complete the square. Because if we complete the square, we end up with x plus a all squared. And we do the same with the y. We're going to end up with y plus b all squared. And we're going to end up with some number there, which let's call it r squared. That is going to, if we complete the squares, we're going to get the center of the circle as well as the radius of the circle. So that's what we're doing this for. All right. So first things first, we're going to write this down. You don't need to do this, but I'm going to do it just so that you can see exactly what we're doing. X squared minus 6x. So I'm just putting them together, and I'll put a little bit of a space. Y squared plus 8y equals 0. Okay, so I've just done that just so you can see them separately and go, okay, I'm going to complete the square. So here we go. X squared minus 6x, halve it, square it, and subtract it. So we've got 6x, so half that is minus 3, square is plus 9. Now we've got to subtract the 9 straight away. Okay, so I'll just put brackets around that. So I've got my perfect square. And then the next one, I've got y squared plus 8y. So I'm going to halve it and square it. So that would be plus 4y plus 16. And I'm going to subtract the 16 again. And once again, I'll put my brackets around so I know that we've got my my perfect square. All right, so that means I've got x, x minus 3 all squared. Excellent. And then I've got I'm leaving the constants for a second. And then I've got on my y's, I've got y plus 4 all squared. Okay, so that's the perfect squares. Then I've got minus 9 minus 16, which will give me minus 25 equals 0. Now, I could have done that in one step, obviously. But I chose to do it in an extra step, drag that over to there. And all of a sudden, I have my circle. So what is my center? So my center is 3 minus 4. So my center is 3 minus 4. And my radius is 5. Okay, so I've now done that. So I've completed the square. So actually, I've done a couple of things here. I've done A is here. That's question A. It says identify the circle with center at the origin that can be translated. So the circle with the center at the origin is actually x squared. Let's go over to, I'll do B in a different color just so we can see it. I'll do B up here. Center is x squared plus y squared, but it has the same radius, so that would be 25. Okay, so that would be a circle with a center of 0, 0. And then what has ours done? So this circle that we have is exactly the same circle, but the center is shifted. Center is shifted right 3 and down 4, which is where we got this center from here. Okay, we've still got the radius is 5. Cool. All right, now question C says sketch both circles on the same diagram. Explain why each circle passes through the center of the other circle. Okay, so I've already got them sketched there. Rather than having you draw circles, I thought I'll put them there. But explain why that. So we've got that the center, we're calling that Z, 3 minus 4. Okay, and the center of this one is O. So why does the center of each of them go through? Well, if you have a look at this, you have gone across 3 and down 4, which means if you calculate that using the distance formula, so C, the distance formula, which you should remember is just basically Pythagoras. So the distance equals square root of 3 squared plus 4 squared, which would equal square root of 25, which equals 5. So the distance is 5, which is the radius of the circles, which is why they go through it. Question D, write down the domain and range for each of the circles. Question D. All right. Okay, for circle O, so center at origin. Well, it's a terrible G, don't know. Center at origin, the domain. So what values of x? We've got -5, x, 5, and the range is -5, y, -5, no, 5. And with the center at, now what's our center? I've forgotten 3 minus 4. Then the domain, so you have a look and see where it's gone. Well, it's shifted. So we're going to -2 x and 8 because it has shifted. And the range is going to be -9 and 1. And that's all there is to that.